Coming up, a child is injured in a bus stop hit and run.
And find out why gas prices are drastically decreasing. We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Casey Gordon.
And I'm Jessica Pope. Authorities are searching for a hit-and-run driver who struck and injured a 4-year-old boarding a bus in Lanier County yesterday morning. Shortly after 7 yesterday morning, the Georgia State Patrol responded to a hit-and-run accident on Georgia Highway 125 near Moody Drive south of Ray City in Lanier County. Reports say the child was crossing the street to get on the bus when a car hit the child and never stopped. The child was reportedly taken by ambulance to South Georgia Medical Center for treatment of his injuries. His condition remains unknown. The vehicle that left the scene was a silver or white mid-size passenger car with damage to the passenger side headlight area from the crash. If you have any information, people are urged to call the Georgia State Patrol.
The South Georgia Medical Center revealed the completion of an agreement for the hospital authority to acquire the main library property located at 300 Woodrow Wilson Drive in Valdosta for $2 million. This takes place once the library has begun operating a new main library facility. Closing the sales agreement and transferring the library property will not be completed until the library is fully functioning at its new location. That will be in the old Doctor's Lab building located at 2906 Julia Drive in Valdosta, expected in 2017.
Over the weekend, the city of Valdosta hosted a bulk trash amnesty day where there were over 100 volunteers helping clean up the community. For more on the story, here's News Valdosta reporter Ian Kristanski.
Today on the annual Make a Difference Day, the Neighborhood Development Division hosted a citywide bulk trash amnesty to help keep Lowndes and Valdosta beautiful. Many volunteers were on hand at this event, such as the Drug Education for the Youth, better known as DeFi, helping clean up the streets around the bulk trash amnesty dump sites. The Neighborhood Development Division partnered with Keep Lowndes Valdosta Beautiful, who has hosted an event on Make a Difference Day before, to better emphasize the importance of keeping our neighborhoods and community clean.
Today is our Trash Amnesty Day, and today we have 4 different zones set up, and residents in the particular zones can actually come out and get rid of all of their unwanted trash, garbage that they have around the house, inside the home. They can actually clean it up, clean up the area, bring the items to the 4 different zones, and we have volunteers out that are helping unload the items from your trucks or from your vehicles. And we're doing this to help keep Valdosta clean and safe, the neighborhoods, and it's free of charge.
As you can see, the bulk trash amnesty really was a benefit for the community as a whole and helped keep Lowndes and Valdosta beautiful. I'm Ian Kristanski with News Valdosta.
A Valdosta man was arrested Sunday night on a charge of allegedly burglarizing a neighbor's house. The victim was reported that someone had entered his residence and taken a television and other electronic items from the house. While investigating the incident, officers reportedly identified a neighbor as the individual who had taken items from the home. Travis Yearby is charged with burglary, and he was transported to the Lowndes County Jail.
Mayor John Gell was scheduled to meet Professor Ted Geltner's news writing class from Valdosta State University for a mock press conference today at 2:30 at Valdosta City Hall. The city hosts the event each semester to provide the students with a practical application for their future news writing careers and to introduce them to local government.
Gasoline's long-term price plunge has resumed with vigor in Lowndes County, with the first reports in years on Sunday of gasoline for under $1.90. According to the American Automobile Association, Valdosta's price average beat the statewide average by about 7 cents a gallon. The city's average was 21 cents a gallon cheaper than the U.S. as a whole. This price drop is due in part to the drop in crude oil costs. Graduations, pop stars, and daylight saving time are all discussed when we come back.
So stay with us.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Citizens of Valdosta have been given the opportunity to give back to the community. Tonight, one of the 3 volunteer programs is going to have a batch of new graduates. At 6 o'clock tonight, the 2nd Annual Citizens Fire Academy will hold its graduation exercises. Participants have completed an 8-week program that taught many aspects of the Valdosta Fire Department. The Academy is one of 3 volunteer programs in the city of Valdosta available to the citizens. The other 2 programs are the Citizens Police Academy and the Government 101 Citizens Orientation Program. They are all designed to give citizens a valuable behind-the-scenes view inside local government services.
The days are about to get much shorter. Daylight saving time ends at 2 a.m. this Sunday. Valdosta residents are reminded to turn their clocks backward 1 hour. The purpose of daylight saving time observed by the United States and Canada is to provide more hours of daylight during the evenings and less in the mornings. Valdosta Fire Chief Freddie Broom says daylight saving time is also a great biannual reminder to change the batteries in smoke detectors. So take an extra minute this Sunday to change your smoke detector batteries while setting your clocks backward for that extra hour of sleep.
Do you consider yourself a lover of art, paintings, and sculptures? Do works of art give you a feeling of euphoria? If so, a family business in downtown Valdosta may be worth a visit. News reporter Michael Keys has this story.
Here I am at the Art and Soul Gallery in downtown Valdosta, where many community members come to appreciate and purchase fine art. Art and Soul Valdosta is a family business ran by Angela Krantz that offers furniture, arts, and sculptures for your home. Art and Soul aims for creativity and imagination in every piece, and it is the only stockist for chalk paint by Annie Sloan in South Georgia. The store offers items that are different, and the creativity in the art gives a soulful feel, therefore attracting the community.
Actually, we were downtown just exploring and saw the kind of eclectic style and came in and enjoyed some of the things that we were seeing through the window. My wife and I are a little eclectic ourselves, so we enjoy the creative nature of the individual, not the mass production side of it. So when we see somebody else's creation, we get to hear the story behind it. It's just a lot more valuable to us anyway.
Not only does Art and Soul provide an eclectic environment for the community, it also gives a lesson in following your dreams, and it also shows that hard work pays off in the long run. Okay, what motivated you to pursue this business?
Well, my love for art, it's just a dream I've always had, so I decided to do it. Actually, I've wanted to do it my whole life, but I needed to wait till I retired because you can't really make a living selling art, so I'm doing it during my retirement.
Angela Krantz started this business with her family because they all felt like they possessed a creative skill in which they can benefit from and also use to create masterpieces for the community. So here at the Art and Soul Gallery in downtown Valdosta, a small working family uses their qualities and skills to create such a store that attracts many people of the community. My name is Michael Keys, and this is News Valdosta.
Valdosta music lovers, listen up. Wild Adventures has released the headlining schedule of musicians for 2016. Country superstar Martina McBride and pop singer Andy Grammer are some of the headliners that have been announced. Wild Adventures' full schedule will not be released until February. However, the theme park says its 2016 passes will remain at their lowest prices only through this Saturday.
We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we'll get today's weather report from Akira Foster.
So stay with us.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. He needs something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
Now let's take a look at the weather forecast with Akira Foster. Akira?
Thanks, Jessica. We had a slightly rainy morning, but it seems to be clearing up. The high was 72 degrees and the low for this morning was 67 degrees. Tonight, the temperature will drop to 69 degrees. It feels just right with the humidity at 95% with light winds. We'll continue to see clouds tonight, but don't expect any more rain. Tomorrow, the high will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 degrees and a 20% chance of rain. I don't think it'll rain, but keep your umbrella nearby just in case. You never know in Valdosta. The UV index for today is 3 on a 10-point scale. That means that it will be cloudy today, and that's fortunate for those of you who are prone to sunburn. If you suffer from allergies, I have some bad news for you. The pollen count is moderate today, so make sure you have your proper medications to combat it. That's all I have today for the weather. Back to you two at the news desk.
When we come back, we'll have more on the progress of our local football teams.
So stay with us.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday.
Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
All the healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday.
Whole grains Wednesday, try a veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
All the healthy children, all the healthy children.
Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Welcome back to News Valdosta.
And now it's time for our local sports report with Melanie Jackson. Melanie?
Thanks, ladies. The Valwood Valiants extended their region winning streak this past Friday when they took on Brookwood High School. The game was a close one, with the Valiants only winning by a field goal, with the final score being Valwood 17, Brookwood 14. With this win, the Valiants stay undefeated and are ranked number 1 in the region. The Valiants now turn their attention to the last game of the year this Friday against Deerfield-Winster. The Trojans of Brooke County came out with a big win on Friday night against Early County, with a final score of 47-12. Senior quarterback DeMonte Jones racked up 143 rushing yards to 5 rushing scores, helping Brooks County run its way to the Region 1 AA title. Winter sports are finally underway. Valdosta High's winter sports started up yesterday. The Wildcats wrestling coach Benji Skaber says he's ready to get this season going and excited to see just how far the team can go this year. The Lowndes High competition cheerleading squad traveled to Tift County High School this past Saturday to compete in Tift County Classic. The team placed second in their division as they wrapped up the regular season. The squad now has 2 weeks to prepare for the regional championship at Worth County High School on November 7th. That's all I have for sports today. Back to you at the news desk.
Thank you, Melanie. Local talent is trying to make a big impact this week in Valdosta.
So, see how when we come back.
When every moment matters and a hand reaches out. When someone gives blood and a life is saved. That moment when heartbreak turns to hope. You're there through the American Red Cross. Every day, the Red Cross responds to nearly 200 neighborhood emergencies. And your support makes it possible. Use this moment to join us today. Visit redcross.org.
That's low, that's low. That's low and below.
Look, he's blushing.
Seriously.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
Basketball is a way of life, according to many young ball players. Locally, these young players have an opportunity to learn new skills and continue to build a solid basketball foundation. Valdosta Lowndes Parks and Recreation Authority has extended their fall registration for youth basketball until next Wednesday, November 4th. If your little one has a passion for basketball, it's not too late to get them involved. Registration is open for children in grades 1 through 12. Teams will be divided by grade and fees will be $75 per child.
Next week, the Turner Center of the Arts will be holding a book signing. The signing will be open to the public. Carla M. Hull will be there to sign her first book, a mystery novel, The Grievance Collector's A Sip of Death. The event will be held during the opening gallery reception from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Turner Center. That's it for our program today. Thank you for watching News Valdosta. I'm Jessica Pope.
And I'm Casey Gordon. We'll see you tomorrow.